Halløjsa, og velkommen til endnu en gang, og velkommen til en IFA-video. Den her gang skal vi snakke med Aqara. Det er også den sidste dedikerede video fra IFA. Aqara, Shelly og Gowie har været så søde og smidt lidt i kassen, så jeg rent faktisk kunne komme til IFA og få noget af det her ophold betalt. Så kan det være, at I får en video her til søndagskaffen på søndag, sådan fra IFA og en snak fra min side af. Men i dag så tager vi altså også lige Aqara med. Der er kommet nogle ret fede nyheder. En del af dem her, jeg tror næsten, nej ikke dem alle sammen, men en del af dem her var faktisk på messen sidste år i 2023, men var kun releaset i Kina. Nu har Aqara altså fundet ud af, at vi i Europa gerne vil have noget af alt det her lækre udstyr til Danmark blandt andet. Så det har de altså fået lavet om i nogle EU-versioner. Så det skal vi kigge på i dag. Men spids ører, fordi der bliver talt lidt gebrokken engelsk, både fra mig selv og så også fra præsentøren her fra Aqara. Men må ikke det går. Enjoy, og så ses vi måske på søndag.
Let's begin with the G5 Pro.
Yes.
Our first outdoor camera, 4MP, outdoor rated, and it comes with true color light vision.
PoE.
Two versions, PoE and Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So probably the PoE version would come first.
That's good.
Will there be a battery version?
Probably not now. Okay. You could take a peek.
Oh, inside the dark room. Oh, okay.
And you could see, yeah, it's bad. You could actually read out all these, words.
Yeah.
It's not pretty for photo,
No,
but it's enough. It's more than good enough for surveillance
You
cameras.
can identify people
Yes,
and stuff.
exactly. And okay, the second selling point of this is on-device AI to recognize your face like this too, but also your vehicles.
Okay.
And also it detects package. So we got this feedback a lot when we first roll out the G4. They're like, why you don't do package?
Yeah.
Now, okay, we listen, we are doing it anyway. So yes, package detection, got a notification. We also got pet detection. So whenever it's your pet in your yard or your neighbor's pet or some wild animal anyway, you get a notification.
Okay.
And it like the G3, it has a CPU hub built-in.
Yeah.
So it really helps if you are, adding some smart devices in the front door area that it'll help extend your CPU network to the outdoor spaces.
Okay.
And what else? Oh, we already talked about the PoE version and the Wi-Fi version.
Yeah.
Battery, maybe not too soon. And compatibility-wise, it works with, of course, HomeKit and HomeKit Secure Video, Google, Alexa, no surprise, but also SmartFace and RTSP.
Okay, RTSP, that's important. Thank you.
So
A lot of people want that, but
yes,
because then we can do Home Assistant, we can do me.
Exactly. If you are more a DIYer, you want to build your own local surveillance system, RTSP is your goal.
And you have a NAS server.
Yes, and no micro SD card, but we replace it with eMMC storage of up to 32 gigabyte, and it syncs to a NAS.
Okay.
Since it recognizes vehicles, right? So it pairs really well with our garage door controller. It is in essence of our dual relay module. And use it to control up to 2 garage doors, the motors of your garage door. And we buy it with a vibration sensor to monitor the status of your door, the garage door.
Yeah.
So you could fully open, fully close, of course, but also you could do it 50% open, 70% open, no problem. You see all the water, it's a valve controller that could automatically...
Also new.
And
also Zigbee.
Yes, Zigbee.
What about Matter compatible?
Matter over thread. Matter over bridge.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So very simple. It detects a water leak. It shut off your. I'm not sure the automation runs, but I could show you. It's nothing too fancy, just shut off your valve, but it's very practical.
It's nice to have an Aqara product that can do this, because or else I have to buy some Tuya or something. I don't want to buy Tuya, I want to buy an Aqara. You know?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you for your love.
Yeah.
Thank you for your love. Another new thing, the smoke detector.
Yeah.
It's smoke detector, you already know what it does. It's CP based, up to 10 years of battery life. And one special feature of it is whenever it detects something, it has this built-in speaker there, but it also sounds every Aqara devices that has a speaker.
Okay.
So when it detects something, this one yells, this one yells, you know, maybe that one yells too, that one yells. If you have a Aqara light, our ceiling light, you could configure to also flash your smart light.
Okay.
So hopefully you won't be able to miss any signal from your smoke detector.
And the G5 Pro, all these products you're showing me, are they launching in Europe?
Yes.
Okay.
I think G5 Pro, this one, just come later this year or early the last. Okay. So just a few months.
Okay.
Okay. This is not part of our.
I want it now.
We have been having this for the Chinese market for years. And
I know, I saw last year.
We got this on this market a lot. That is why we actually bring it to the European market. Pretty much you could control everything within the Aqara system. You got, these scenes, you can activate scenes. You got the live stream of every Aqara devices. If you use it for your doorbell, and you see that is someone you want to open the door for it.
Yeah.
And it actually hardwired to, and could be controlled up to 2 lights. By default, it is, a light switch first.
Yeah.
But then you actually get every wireless button you need to control curtains, ACs, pretty much everything. So and you could actually configure different things. And let me try this for you. Okay, a minute.
Yeah.
It actually becomes an intercom, and it will help you to check out if you have kids at home or elderly who don't really.
And it uses the whole screen. That's nice.
Yes, and you don't really, it's good for kids or elderly who they don't really like to play with their phone a lot, but they still want to do things, smartly. This is a very integrated panel. And it has a built-in CP hub.
It has what?
A built-in CP hub.
Oh.
That's why you call it panel. So we pretty much put hubs to everything.
Yes, you have. And the hub, is that based on an M2?
Yes, it's the CP hub, the same hub.
Yeah.
So this hub, it also works as a metal bridge. So pretty much that. And it works with your, European wall box.
Yeah.
So it takes out one single wall box, I think. So pretty much a clean thing. Yeah, I think it's this side.
Yeah.
Very clean solution to control everything.
And also launching in Europe. When?
In the following months.
In the pricing?
I cannot disclose, but it won't be super high.
Okay.
We are Aqara.
I hear you. You will wait and see.
We are Aqara. We never overcharge, okay? But okay, something new again. So this is our new H2 EU series. It comes with shutter switch, and let me show you. It also comes with light switch and dimmer switch. So 3, shutter switch, light switch, and dimmer.
Yeah.
And what's new about this is that the H1 EU, they're based on CP, and this generation is based on flat.
Okay.
And we don't stop there. We actually decide to incorporate both flat and CP. Key benefit is that many users still enjoy what CP has to offer today, because matter they're like foundational, simple features, but nothing too crazy, too advanced. So some people still like CP, and I already have a Aqara hub. I don't really want to update my hubs just because I have 1 or 2 flat devices. So by incorporating both protocol, we allow you to actually choose. Okay, I could use CP for now. After 3 years, 5 years, I feel like flat is ready. Match is ready. I could switch from CP to flat because I don't want you to actually change your light switch every 2 years. It's ridiculous.
That could be very expensive.
Yeah, that is why we decided to incorporate both protocols. And this is the higher end switches with displays. This one you already see, the panel hub. This is a what? Try it. It uses haptic to feedback. Try turn it. Okay.
Oh.
It feedback, right?
Magnet and haptic feedback.
Yeah, haptic. And
it feels so nice to touch.
Would be the home board.
Okay, so this by swiping, you get to control different devices. Here we are controlling this light. See, it's turning on. And now I swipe, it controls the AC. I could turn it on, control temperature. So it could be configured to control tons of Aqara devices.
Is it? It's a socket-driven.
Yes, it has to be hardwire.
Yeah, hardwire. Yeah.
Yes, and this way.
Oh. My finger.
Yeah, I have the same issue. Actually, it's not that.
You need to learn the technique. Now I can do it.
Now
I can do it. Yeah.
It doesn't. I think it's. I'm using my fingerprint a lot these days.
What a nice dial.
Right, it feels pretty.
Very nice.
That's why I say you have to try it. Okay, this is a simple one, nothing too fancy. But what it does, okay, now it only activates when someone is near or it's.
Oh yeah, it's got a sensor. Press the sensor. Yeah.
Yes, and then forget about stickers. Do it digitally. That's the only thing. Yeah.
Okay.
You could configure this entire display, and change. It's 2-channel. So this tool, well, I don't know which tool is for light. You got to extra wireless switch that could be used for anything. Okay.
Also launching in Europe.
Yes.
Yeah, EU.
All this free is coming to the EU.
Perfect.
Okay. One thing I forgot to mention about the H2 EU is that it not only incorporates both flat and CP, it also works with neutral and no neutral setups.
Oh. That's a key feature.
With the H1 EU, we actually have 2 versions. With neutral, no neutral, and we actually got returned just because, sorry, your product is good, but I don't know. I actually have a neutral wire at home, so I have to return it. We don't want that. So this one, you get it if you got a neutral wire it. If you don't, leave it.
Also, you change the feeling of the
we
switch.
actually changed the frame.
Yeah.
Now it's compatible with the 55 frame, and hence it supports multi-GAN setups.
The touch is much better.
And one thing, you could actually switch between. Yes, it could be removed. Yeah. You could actually switch, unite different color, you do something crazy with it, you could remove it and change it.
I could take it off and get it laser engraved.
Yes, exactly.
And then put it back on. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, another new announcement. The new LED bulbs. Previously, we have the T1 bulbs. It's only tunable wide.
Yeah.
Now it comes in 2 versions: colorful, RGB CCT and CCT. That is just the tunable wide.
New improved versions.
And 3 models: U27. E27, GU10, and E26 for the North American.
That's what we use in Europe. Yeah.
And like the H2 EU switch, it actually have both CP and flat built-in. Again, allow you to choose and jump the ship whenever you want.
Yeah.
This is an interesting one. So this is the VoiceMate H1. VoiceMate. VoiceMate.
Voice. It's a difficult word. VoiceMate. Yeah.
So okay, this is actually an accessory to our M3 hub.
Okay.
Okay. So imagine this as a wireless microphone of our M3 Hub. So you speak to this voicemail and it sends to the M3, M3 sends to the Copilot. Copilot, it is kind of like the virtual assistant of the Aqara Home.
Yeah.
So it allows you to use your voice to control your Aqara Home without actually using your phone. And what's a bit, different of this thing versus that usually for most voice assistants like Siri or Google or Alexa, it actually relies on phones, smart speakers, or smart displays, which constantly listening to you because they're waiting for their wake word. But it doesn't rely on a wake word. How it works is that 95% of the time it's sleeping. It only wakes up when you pick it up. You see, it's turning green. Now you speak to it, and whenever you are done,
you don't have to press.
No, you don't even need to press. When you are done, you put it back. It goes back to sleep. So in doing that, it really helps to concern your privacy. Personally, I'm not a big fan of being listened 24/7. I'm not a big fan of personalized advertisement. So this is kind of like a new way to adjust how we use our voice commands to interact with our home.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Okay. I'm not sure the internet is good enough, but don't show it if it doesn't work.
No, I'll cut it off.
Turn on the line. Yeah, it's doing why the internet and cloud. That is why, it's at the mercy of the internet.
At the mess, it's...
And here the internet...
Everybody's got Wi-Fi problems when they have too much technique. It's fine.
Yeah, we're actually doing all the demos live. That's kind of the problem here. Okay, so that is, okay. Last part of our little tour.
Yeah.
Want to discuss, we just announced we are one of the first on board with the World with Home Assistant programs.
Finally.
So, what we have been, our device has been used for a while.
Not
officially. Exactly. You know us. So now we are working with the Home Assistant, or say the foundation officially. Some of our devices are already certified. More will be certified in the following months. We are also, discussing.
That's my baby, Homey.
Yeah.
I love Homey.
We are also.
I love M3 also, but a lot of the stuff I have here, I put over here to do it even more automatic.
Yes.
That's how it works.
So it actually part of LG now, so we're trying to figure out things with them, with the new team and structure, anything, but hopefully we'll be able to announce some updates similar to this one pretty soon. We have been talking to Homey for recently.
This is big.
Yes. Okay.
Now it's official.
one last thing I want to mention is this called Matter Bridging, or say advanced Matter Bridging. What it does is that previously we have been bridging CP devices to Matter.
Yeah.
Now we also bridges this kind of scenes to Matter.
Oh.
Okay.
That's new.
Yes, that's new. So previously, we already allowed scenes for a while. Scenes is actually a bunch of actions or dance.
Yeah.
And now we are also bringing this new concept to the Aqara Home called signal. Signal will be a bunch of conditions, or say ifs. For example, if I really enjoy doing this gesture control with that little cat. Previously, you could only create automations on Aqara Home, but with this signal, this new concept, you could set up this signal and then expose it to Matter, hence to all these platforms, including this baby.
That's powerful. That's powerful.
So you could use many conditions or actions that are previously Aqara exclusive. Now you can use it on all other third-party Matter platforms.
That's huge.
So by doing that, what we want to do is that we want to allow users to make the most of the Aqara devices, all the features that it has to offer, no matter whether you are on Aqara platform or you are on any other platform. So that's it.
That's a lot of stuff. Not a lot of new stuff. You know, you will see all your products on YouTube very soon when I get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ja, en ordentlig mundfuld fra Aqara her, en masse fede produkter, blandt andet deres G5 Pro-kamera, PoE og wireless, der kommer snart. Batteriversion ukendt, om sådan noget dukker op, men så vidt jeg forstod, så kan det nye kamera altså detektere pakker. Det kan også detektere køretøjer. Hvis det er tilfældet, så kan kameraet måske se, at det er din bil, der kommer hjem, og så åbne din garageport. Det var sådan, jeg forstod det i hvert fald. Eller man kan få andre actions til at ske. Bed din kone om at få sat maden over, nu når du kører op af indkørslen. Og så var der også en vandventil blandt andet, og en ny røgdetektor. Vandventilerne har jo eksisteret længe i Wi-Fi-versioner. Også Zigbee. NUS laver en Zigbee-version, men nu kommer Aqara altså med deres version. Så det er også rigtig dejligt, hvis man vil sikre sig, at vandventilen, vandhanen lukker, hvis der skulle være brud på ens vandrør. Og så var der det her ultra lækre wall display, som jeg så sidste år, som altså kun blev udgivet i Kina. Det kommer nu til Europa. Ser meget, meget lækkert ud. Ingen priser whatsoever. 99% af udstillerne dernede har ingen priser. De har dem nok, men de vil ikke af med priserne i hvert fald. Det er helt sikkert. De var umulige at få priser ud af. Men sådan er det. Og så den her ekstrem lækre knap, jeg blev ved med at stå og pille ved. Den er bygget fuldstændig i metal med det her runde display i. Virkelig, virkelig lækker at røre ved. Ja, priser. I don't know, men jeg håber, at vi ser den snart. Trådløs mikrofon, taleassistent med indbygget Copilot, også et spændende produkt, som jo først aktiveres i det øjeblik, man løfter den, så der bliver altså ikke lyttet umiddelbart. Og så at Aqara har startet officielt et samarbejde op med Home Assistant, det er også meget, meget spændende. Jeg håber snart, at nogle af de her Aqara-produkter kommer ind over breddegraderne her til Europa, Danmark, fordi når det sker, så er jeg i direkte kontakt med den danske distributør, så lige så snart, at der lander noget officielt, så får jeg det også mellem mine små fingre, og så skal I nok få det at se. Det var det. Det kan være, at vi ses på søndag med den sidste video fra IFA, som bliver sådan en lidt mere generel video, en lille snak omkring, hvad er IFA, hvor stort var det, og kommer jeg nogensinde tilbage? Det vides ikke, men lad os snakke om det på søndag. Ha' det godt. Hej hej.